What's up, everyone? Stoeman here. Welcome to another episode. So I just received a question from a newbie NFT artist saying, I just finished my collection, but I don't know what to price it at. So today we're going to start off with a segment I like to call 8 Keys to List Your NFTs for Success. Let's get into it. All right, so number 1, enter with humility, but raise your floor prices steadily and consistently. So when you're coming to a space where a significant amount of money is exchanged every day, where artists are selling work for tens of thousands of dollars and up, it can be misleading. Too many artists enter the space under the impression that just because work is being purchased for thousands of dollars, their work will automatically garner the same sales and attention right off the bat. Make some sales first and then take your price up over time. As you continue to sell more frequently and consistently, raise your floor price. Sales are your proof of concept. So number 2, be patient with yourself. Now this one here a lot of people struggle with, including myself. Too many of us forget that the value of our artistry, especially long term, isn't about a sale in the immediate, or even within the first week or month. It'll take some time, but that isn't something to be discouraged by. Unless you're already working as an artist full-time, selling out every drop in the physical space, and have a strong clientele, you probably won't sell everything within the first 5 minutes. This doesn't mean you need to burn your tokens if they don't sell quickly, nor does it mean you need to get discouraged and rethink your entire life, hopes, and dreams. Just hold on, be patient, trust your vision, and keep working. Number 3, leverage multiple platforms and keep your pricing somewhat consistent. Of course, an edition of 10 or a collectible should be priced differently than a one of one, no matter where you show up. But a one of one shouldn't be listed for 0.1 ETH on one platform and 10 ETH on another. Remember that your work is valuable across the board, regardless of where it's minted. Also note, firstly, it might seem like going all in on one platform is best to gain traction, but this is becoming more difficult as the acceptance to some platforms take upwards to 6 months or more. Don't knock an open marketplace like Rarible or OpenSea just because it's open. There are plenty of artists finding outrageous success on these platforms. Just check out the leaderboards. Use the available marketplaces to your advantage, especially as collectors are diversified across each of them. Super Rare has a collector base, while Foundation has another. Many of them overlap, yes, but not all of them. Number 4, don't be afraid to play with value. This one's going to sound a little contradictory, because it is. If you're just starting to sell work, either in NFTs or in general, allow yourself some playtime. See what works, see what doesn't. Try a 10 edition mint for 0.1 ETH each, and try listing a one of one for 1 ETH. Dependent on your work and client base, and if your work is considered a collectible as opposed to a piece of fine art, one strategy might work better for you than another. Play with it, be free, test it out. If you're making unique work and telling your unique story, there's really no formula, unfortunately. Number 5, avoid thinking of Ethereum in terms of fiat. This is where a lot of artists get stuck. The thought of listing a piece on your website for $2,500 might sound completely absurd, but a piece selling for 1 Ethereum, which is equivalent to roughly around $2,500 US, might not be too far-fetched. This space is nuanced. It's not the same as the traditional art world. So although consistency across platforms is healthy, beware of valuing yourself too low because you're thinking in terms of government-issued currency. Number 6, use the space to input a description. Yes, your work should speak for itself, but there's a lot of beautiful work out there. Your story will be another reason for someone to support you and see you as an investment. Alongside your work, your narrative will separate you from the pack. People buy into the artist as much as they buy into the art. To share your story, even if you're a little scared, is an opportunity to connect with someone else. Rather than describing how the work should make them feel, describe the piece's origin. Talk about your inspiration. Share a little nugget of who you are that might make a reader or a potential collector think, wow, I knew I loved this art, but I'm really in it for the human behind it. The token description is useful real estate. Take advantage of it. Number 7, leverage gamification and unlockables. Similar to the previous point, play with it. Try different things. What works for one artist might not work for you. Unlockables are a really cool way to provide something to your collectors as a thank you for their support and investment. Unlockables might incentivize a collector looking for art for their in-home display, or maybe an NFT that comes with a physical print is what another is looking for. Can you provide other physical goods, like a t-shirt or exclusive access to your next drop? Does the purchase of one NFT entitle a collector to behind-the-scenes video or your work's creation? A written thank you note or a discount code to shop at your site? There are so many ways to use this feature. Do your research, have fun, and take advantage of the opportunity to connect and provide a really cool experience for the people that believe in you. Last but not least, number 8. Note that success isn't synonymous with sale. So yes, sales are imperative to the sustainability of an artist. Without money, an artist can't eat, let alone create. But regardless of anything else, hold on to this one truth. You are valuable, and your work is valuable, regardless of a sale. People will try to tell you work is only as valuable as someone is willing to pay for it. And although that's true within a structure, that's not all-encompassing of your work as an artist. Therefore, success isn't tied solely to money. Success also looks like growth. It looks like breakthrough. It looks like joy. It looks like creating against all odds, like defying a world that says artist isn't a real job. Success in sales is really, really cool, but it's not everything, especially for an artist that's probably defiant of structure and systems anyway. Well, that concludes our segment of how to price your NFTs for success. I hope this was valuable. If you liked it so far, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Now let's continue on with the show. Well, I hope that segment was helpful. Comment down below with anything NFT related you'd like me to explain on my next video. All right, so let's get to the main event. Let's get out there and see what kind of amazing NFTs we can find today. Now remember, this is not financial advice. These are just some amazing NFTs we're showcasing from around the world. Now let's get started. So before we get started, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to contact the artist or view more pieces from the artist, their information is in the description below. Now let's get started. Archaico. The artist's name is Armando Muñoz Moreno. He's a painter and graduated from the Faculty of Arts several decades ago with studies in political science and was professor of history of arts in several universities in Colombia. Several years ago, he left the chair to devote himself completely to painting. Whoever acquires an NFT will be able to decide what they want to do with the original painting. Great collection. Keep up the great work. Baby Bulls. Baby Bulls is a collection of beautiful pixel bulls. New baby bulls added every week. There will be 500 plus baby bulls. They have unique holders benefits that include passive income, rewards from a pass, and a competition for holders where you can win big cash every week. Great project. Keep up the great work. B. Poten. The artist's name is Sharon Belena Poten. She is from Singapore. She's a mute woman who started her talent in charcoal drawings at the age of 15. Your work is truly amazing. Keep up the great work. BRAG Art Designs. The Space Pups collection images are digitally designed and randomly generated. There are more images soon to come. Great collection. Keep up the great work. Canva Foundry. She's a self-taught artist, and her artwork is an expression of the insights she gleaned from both the world around her and the world within her. Her art tells the story of those small moments that are easily overlooked in our daily lives. Moments of beauty, wonder, and joy. She is drawn to abstract art because it allows her to capture the essence of these moments in a way that is unique and simple. Her goal with her art is to help you see what she sees: the magic of life, the beauty of this world, and the power to create change. She hopes her work reflects sincerity, life, and self-discovery. Love your work. Keep up the great job. Carlos Fernandez Oliva. The main purpose of this collection is to show the world the place where he lives in through his camera lens. That's why it's called the Canary Island Collection, because he lives there. The collection is getting bigger because he will be adding periodically more photographs. Great photographs. Can't wait to see more of your beautiful island. Cyber Duck Art. He has been painting for over 15 years, but art is not his main activity. Basically, he is an ordinary engineer builder. He got into the NFT market completely by accident, having learned from acquaintances. Let's just say he's a beginner. The question is, why is he here? In simple terms, to somehow prove himself and what he can do in the art world. He has two projects. One on the Foundation app platform and the other in OpenSea. Unfortunately, he does not have a lot of sketches made, as he does not stamp packs of art. Each of them takes time, detailing, and much more. Great collection. Keep up the great work. Elisa Ribu. It is the trees that form the basis of the oxygen source in nature. Since trees are the most basic element of the way of life, it is the extraordinary shaping of animals in nature that takes the form of a tree. I love this collection. Keep up the amazing job. Euphoriac. He is an upcoming NFT artist who makes the world an art gallery. Each and every piece of his NFTs tell a story. Stories of strength, love, and hope. If you do not resonate with one piece, you will definitely resonate with the other. Great pieces. Keep up the great work. Jagster5221. He is a teacher and artist from Kentucky. Each piece he creates carries a part of him with it. Most of his art is an extension of how he's feeling at that time. He's been experimenting with different forms of art recently, from classic comic book style to an incorporation of cityscape pictures and adding his characters into them. Art has really helped him through some tough times recently and cope with the loss of his mother. He hopes that his NFTs can bring a smile to people and a little bit of joy to their lives as well. He also wants to show his sons that they can follow their hearts and achieve their dreams. Great collection. Keep up the great work. Crypto Kudu NFTs. They're a unique set of 1,000 NFTs. First 310 have been listed, with portion of the proceeds donated to wildlife conservation. There's 79 punks, 110 targeted, and 187 abduction. The rainbow design has caught the attention of many friends, whereas the abduction ones really add emotion compared to the rest. They're available on OpenSea. Great collection. Keep up the great work. La Música es Vida. His name is Sion from Nigeria. He's a newbie in NFTs, a mobile photographer, a keyboardist, and he's into music. He hopes to create more NFTs in music and art. Love this collection. Keep up the amazing job. Lady of Piggletown. The artist's name is Brittany Buck. She is from New Jersey, USA. She's created art since she was in her diapers. The collection she will create is based off of medieval fantasy. Being a huge fan of medieval fantasy RPGs and MMORPGs herself, those are what her ideas stem from. She has a lot more planned for this collection, and she sees the potential in herself and in her collections. And she hopes that you all feel the same. Great project. Keep up the great work. Metagirl. Metagirl is a Mexican poet and amateur photographer who has ventured into the NFT world using photographs with poetry, plain poetry, intervened photographs, and images created with AI, in which she uses some of her poems as trigger phrases. Love your work. Keep up the amazing job. Metakind. The artist's name is Can. He is 29 years old. He is a sociologist and also an art director. He lives in Turkey. While designing his works, he started from some of the sounds he felt and heard as a child. Love your work. Keep up the amazing job. PhD Snooze. Each baddie is a hand-drawn 4,803 by 4,803 pixel piece and comes with their own personal fungi familiar NFT. Owners will receive exclusive items in the future related to their personal baddie or fungi familiar. Half of the proceeds from each OG baddie will be donated to various entities consistent with environmental conservation. This collection is selling on OpenSea. Great work. I can't wait to see what you come up with in the future. Ricky Rock. The sale of this NFT collection will be spent on animal protection and studying abroad. Very cool collection. Keep up the great work. Sahar. She has always seen art as a way to illustrate and express human feelings. It was not easy to bring them all on a canvas, but her eager and love for art made any impossible possible. And now the results are in front of your eyes. Her name is Sahar. She is 24 and she was born in Isfahan, Iran. Since she was a child, she admired arts and paintings of famous artists and painters, but despite her interest in this field, she chose to study math and physics in high school. Although she was good enough for that major as well, her desire to be an artist led her to become an art student. For 4 years, she studied art at the Art University academically, and now it's been 7 years that she's been painting. She always wanted to illustrate human feelings. Therefore, she tried her best to represent internal moods and feelings by utilizing color and techniques in her portrait paintings, and she wants the paintings to be as close as possible to their statement. However, she believes that painting individually should demonstrate itself with no need of explanation. Fortunately, she has the chance to exhibit her paintings at an individual art gallery in London in 2021 at Cass Art Gallery. You can also find her paintings on Rarible.com as NFTs and make them yours. Love your work. Keep up the amazing job. The future. Great things never come from comfort zones. It's really when we struggle that we gain strength. It's also important we turn our wounds into wisdom. In a place like Africa, there is no food for a lazy man. Great collection. Can't wait to see what you do in the future. World of Skeletons. They studied to be directors and photographers. They've been friends for many years and decided what kind of project they wanted to do, and found themselves in NFTs. It's cool when there are no limits and you can create recklessly. Their work now is just the beginning of their journey. In them, they emphasize their individuality and try to surprise. The skull is a symbol of death and a symbol of opposition to it. They don't want their work to be associated with something mystical. They try to make their skull such that no one will see them in real life, but only in the world of NFTs. The skull cannot give out emotions. In this regard, their work is only more difficult to do. They hope their skulls tell you a lot, and everyone about their own. Very cool project. Keep up the great job. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching the whole way through. If you'd like the video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to be featured on the next episode, just DM me on Twitter. The instructions are in the description below. A huge thank you to all the NFT artists for their submissions on today's episode. We'll see you next week. Until then, keep on creating.